How's it going, guys? So it's been a while. There's tons of progress on the S2000. Seatbelts are in, airbags are in, wheels swapped, car is completely painted. Still a little finishing touches left to do. I have fender liners coming, so once those are installed, the car is basically 100%. I still need to give it a full detail inside and out. And yeah, been driving it around. I love it. Handles amazing. Got an alignment. Just been super swamped with other projects, and also I have a wedding in a couple days. So last few months has just been crazy, especially with everything going on, as you can imagine. I actually lost some footage from the seatbelts, which sucks because I spent like 3 to 4 hours doing all that and gone just like that. But you live and you learn. Let me know what you want to see next. I'm going to pick up the progress once stuff slows down a little bit. So stay tuned on this little transformation and enjoy. How's it going, guys? So today I'm going to be changing the seat belts in this thing. It's a little bit of a process. You basically have to gut the entire interior to get behind the roll hoops and unscrew the seat belts, and then basically put the new ones back on and put it all back together. Try to be as careful as possible without scratching anything. Make sure you get that plug. Whoa! Hey! Jackpot! It still works. So driver's side seat is out. Pretty crusty down here, but let's move on. Ooh. So that's good. We talked price. Whole front end's getting painted. You guys remember that thing. So here she is. Top's covered up a little bit. There's some body work on this fender. So this fender was pretty good. This fender was pretty good. It just had a little bend, like a little buckle right there, so they're touching that up. Got a little piece of poop on the hood. We'll get that off later. So that little crease in the hood, they got that straightened out. It's looking super nice. It's looking smooth. So this hood's coming along really nice. Getting those fine scratches out and a few dents. They pulled that quarter out. Quarter panel is looking super nice now. If you guys remember, it was pushed in right here where the side swipe, it got pushed in a tiny bit right by this tail light. So it looks like they went ahead and pushed it from the back, started smoothing it out a little bit. They got the bumper smoothened out a little bit too. It had a little bit of a rash right there. So it's coming along. Just a little touch right there, needs to get touched up. So as you guys saw, there's some progress going on that S2000. They're finally getting that body work going. Hopefully it comes out as minty as I wanted to come out, and I'm happy with it. So it might have been hard to hear me, but body work is started. It's looking good. I had to point out a few other scratches and dents that were on the car so they can actually tackle that and make sure that if they're gonna do the body work and paint, to get as much as possible so that it'll come out basically looking like a 65,000 mile one owner S2000 should look like. They said in the next couple days it might be finished. I highly doubt that, but we're gonna see. Look at this poke flying. Boy's going like 50 in like a 25. Anyways, hopefully they're gonna get it done soon. I think I might have to change that spindle after all, so I want to get that knocked out so I can enjoy the car, get this thing on the road and cruise a little bit. So stay tuned. I'm gonna be back here probably tomorrow after work. How's it going, guys? So I got word that the S2000 is complete. They're finishing it up, and I hope it's gonna look good as promised. We're about to wait for Indy and Gary, and then we're gonna go with V-Dog to go pick it up. See you in a little bit. Perfect. My boy pulling up hot. Gotta pop a few things in the trunk. So I'll rush and get the car. Hopefully it's done by the time we get there. V-Dog's with us, you know, to scare him. It's a little bodyguard, you know, extra protection in case like Jan's on some games. What was that? You like that song, Natalie? Sheesh. All right, cool.
Very fresh.
We balled out a little bit. Indian Gary doesn't really know how to hoop, so I had to hold pretty much all the way, but we had fun. I'm sweating out here. Got to rush to a birthday party. Hope you guys enjoyed seeing us pick up the car. Wish we could have got more videos of it being sprayed, but you know, it had to be done quick and on a tight schedule. So it's the next day. Got some light so you guys can see the paint actually. Came out pretty crispy. All one color finally. So she's looking super good. That rear quarter that had some light damage. Still gotta touch some stuff up, but fit it a little bit different, a little bit better. The bumper needs to sit up a little bit. I think they put in the bracket, but not that great. There's a door, front fender. So you gotta put the seal where the hood goes right there. So I just gotta put that seal and then kind of like, you know, just fit the front bumper a little bit better in the hood. But overall, it turned out really good. Gotta put on the AP2 wheels. I got 2 for this side. So yeah, it should be it. I'm gonna let it sit here a little bit so the paint can harden a little bit. It's still a little bit soft. Glad it's finally one color and this thing's looking super good. Stay tuned. We gotta put in the airbags. How's it going, guys? So seatbelts are done. Next on the list is airbags. So we have both the driver's side, passenger side, and the SRS unit. And everything's pretty straightforward. The SRS unit kind of sucks to get to. You got to remove the center console and the radio portion. And then there's a few bolts that basically just hold it down. After we get that in, basically the interior is all complete. It just needs a good cleaning. So first things first, you want to disconnect the battery so nothing happens. Like another one blows in your face or something. They got Loctite on these things. Makes sense, but so this connector, basically you have to take it off this hook right here and then out of the bracket. Here's the new one. As you can see, there's just those 2 bolts, Torx, they're holding on. It goes in the same way, came out, loop it in there, put it on that, clip it, and put it on that bracket. Put some Loctite on this so that it's back to factory spec. I don't want to break it. I don't want to break it.
Break it, don't break it.
These are known to break, so I'm going to try to not break it. Wow. All 6. Perfect. So we just got some mounting screws at the bottom. When you got those 3 mounting screws out, you basically just tug. Just those 3 mounting screws, 1, 2, 3. Same thing with the plug. You just pull that back and then pull it off. Here's a new airbag. Bless you. Welcome. So it's pretty dark out, so I'm gonna go ahead and replace the SRS unit tomorrow when I can actually see, so see you then. Next step is taking off the SRS unit. Held in by 2 screws. It's basically underneath the radio, so it's pretty good because I have to take the radio out anyways to get the code on top so I can get the radio code from the dealership because the radio doesn't work right now. Yo, what up? Why is it so tough to get? Here's a little frame of reference. So here's that plug. You gotta basically push back on both sides and it unclips. So there's one bolt there, another bolt back there, and then a third right underneath this whole cable. So after you get those three undone, unclip that connector first and then get those screws out. It makes it a little bit easier. So there's the old one, there's the new one. Put it in there, bolt all three of those up, and then put on the connector. Just snip it right back in. And radio on, 4 screws, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the radio cover, and then that center console. Before you put everything on, it's a good idea to just make sure that the check engine light is actually off, or the airbag light. Airbag light gone. This thing is filthy, don't mind that. So EPS and ABS is next. EPS, I'm gonna get an alignment on this thing on Saturday, and then I'm gonna make sure everything's good with that. I got a new EPS sensor or module on there, so it should be fine. ABS, I gotta figure out which sensor is bad. Probably the front. Check engine lights because the air pump, but it goes off, so we'll see. So there's been a lot of progress on the S2000. I changed one of the front ABS sensors, and it turns out I need a rear one, so I got the rear one. I had to still get the fender liners. I put a couple of the front trim pieces on. Interior's pretty much cleaned up. I got to give it one more nice good detailing, but you know, it's coming along. Driving it here and there, love it. Got alignment as well, so not being able to film as much because I'm wedding planning, taking a lot of my time. It's difficult, but you know, hopefully after that be able to bring more heat as usual.
As usual.
As usual. So I remember when we were changing suspension, at one point everything was hanging by this ABS sensor, and I didn't realize it, you know, but I mean, I couldn't have done anything about it. It probably, when it got damaged and they like forked it, it was just completely getting pulled down already. So definitely probably got stretched and damaged. So basically it's gonna be 2 bolts here, one holding it onto the actual spindle. Hopefully this one goes easier than the front. The front sucked so bad. I literally had to like murder the whole thing to get it out. You'll see. I'll do a little clip from Instagram. This thing got hit on this side. Got an ABS light, so hopefully it's just a quick swap. Fixes that up. Fingers crossed. It's gonna take some finessing. Oh my goodness, it's like never ending. I've never saw one this terrible. Wow. So there's that, and I just gotta clean everything out. It literally like crumbled in there. Finally out though, sheesh. What a mess. By the way, if you want to see stuff more live and same day, follow me at Super-ish Mark Cars. That's where I'm going to be posting mainly all the car content while I'm working on the car. All the bolts off, that connecting bolt right there, 2 on this arm, and then the one holding the thing. Thankfully, it's already loose. That's a good sign, so I'm not gonna have to kill that thing to come out, and I'm about to install the new one. Let's see. Just start it up, make sure. Whoop, ABS light's gone, and it's good. So I'm about to just finish making sure that's all mounted down and snug, and put the tire back on and go from there. So I didn't put the clamp on the axle and I drove it around and it spit grease everywhere. So basically I'm about to put some grease on it and clamp it. It's not the OEM clamp, but it'll work. I have that OEM clamp somewhere. Maybe I'll swap it out. Ooh. New grease and clamp on just before it gets too dark. So we're gonna just put the tire back on, lower the car, and call it a night. Whew. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. As you saw, a lot of progress went down in the S2000. Still a little bit left to go, a little bit of odds and ends, but you know, we'll knock it out. Stuff has been a little hectic lately, but finally slowed down. I got married, went on the honeymoon, back in town. Gonna try to keep going videos weekly, consistently. So be sure to show some love. A lot of cool stuff coming. Give you guys a little preview. What is that? It's yellow. The new daily. Gotta love it. So that's gonna be a wrap for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. And as always, be blessed and be superish.